Okay, so resumes. Everyone says they're like the key, right, to landing an interview.
Right.
But have you seen how many people apply to jobs these days?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's wild. This article I was reading said over 100 applicants per job, and that's like the average. So it's not even just about having a good resume anymore.
No, no, good is like the bare minimum.
You got to stand out. And that's what's so cool about this article using ChatGPT for resumes. It's like next level.
It really is. What I appreciate is it's not just jumping on the AI bandwagon.
Yeah, yeah.
This is about using AI strategically. It's a tool.
Exactly. Not a magic bullet. Like, you still need to bring your own skills to the table, but ChatGPT can help you present them.
In the best possible light.
Yes. And they break it down so well. Like, 3 main ways to use it. Creating a totally new resume from scratch.
Okay, so if you're starting fresh.
Yeah, or refining one you already have, which, let's be real, most of us are in that boat.
Right.
And then this one blew my mind, tailoring your resume to specific job descriptions.
Oh, that's huge because so many companies now use those applicant tracking systems.
The algorithms.
Yeah, they scan for keywords before a human even looks at it.
So it's like you're not just writing for a hiring manager anymore.
No.
You got to get past the robots first.
Exactly.
Okay, but before we go full AI takeover on this article, it really stood out to me because it gives you the actual prompts, like word for word, what to type into ChatGPT.
Oh, that's so helpful because people get stuck on that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like asking for directions but not knowing the address.
Precisely. You've got to be specific.
And this article is like, here's the address, here's how to get there.
I like that. It's like having the inside scoop.
Exactly. Okay, so first up, they talk about creating a brand new resume from scratch.
Yeah, starting with a blank page. Daunting for a lot of people.
Oh, for sure. And they give a few different scenarios. Like one that really resonated with me was about switching careers.
Yeah.
Because statistically speaking,
Most of us will do that at some point.
multiple times probably.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you translate your experience?
Yes, that's the challenge.
So they give this prompt where you basically tell ChatGPT your work history and then the job title you want.
Interesting. So it helps you connect the dots.
Yeah. And it pulls out those transferable skills.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So how does that actually work in practice? You give any examples?
Oh, yeah, they have one. About someone going from customer service to marketing. And it's like brilliant how they break it down.
Okay, let's hear it. Walk me through this example. So in this example they use, the person tells ChatGPT, write a resume for me.
Yeah.
Okay, straightforward enough. I've been a customer service representative for 5 years, and I want to apply for marketing coordinator roles. So you're giving it the starting point and the goal.
Right, like this is where I've been, this is where I want to go.
Exactly. And then the key part, my key achievements include, and then they list some specifics, like streamlining the complaint resolution process, which, by the way, increased customer satisfaction by 15%. And then another one, training new hires on customer service best practices.
Okay, so they're not just saying I answered phones or whatever.
No, they're giving concrete examples of what they accomplished and quantifying them. That 15% increase, that's huge.
Because numbers speak louder than words, right? Like anyone can say they're a people person, but
Yeah.
if you can say you boosted customer satisfaction by a measurable amount.
That's data. That's evidence.
Exactly. So what does ChatGPT do with all that?
Okay, so check this out. It takes that information and it spits out these bullet points that are like music to a hiring manager's ears.
Hit me.
Like one of them is, developed and implemented a streamlined complaint resolution process, resulting in a 15% increase in customer satisfaction scores.
Okay, that's good. Because it's action-oriented. It's not just like, oh, I was responsible for it. It's, I did this, and this is the impact it had.
Yes. And then another one they give is, spearheaded the onboarding and training program for new customer service representatives, ensuring consistent service quality and adherence to best practices.
It's like it's taking those customer service skills and reframing them as marketing skills. Because think about it, onboarding, training, that's all about communication, creating a good experience.
Absolutely. And that's what marketing is at its core.
It's like ChatGPT is fluent in job description,
Yeah.
and it's translating your experience for you.
I love that analogy because that's what it's doing. It's bridging that gap. And the best part is, this is just one example. The article has a bunch of these for all kinds of career changes.
Oh, so no matter what you're trying to do, there's probably a prompt for that.
Probably. Whether you're going from teaching to tech or sales to, like, I don't know, alpaca farming.
Hey, you never know these days. Okay, but let's say you're not starting from scratch. You've already got a resume. It's decent. But maybe it needs a little oomph.
A little refresh.
Yes. And the article talks about that too. Using ChatGPT to refine an existing resume. What's the most useful tip they give?
Oh, this one's huge.
Yeah.
They talk about using ChatGPT to create what they call achievement statements. Instead of just listing your responsibilities, like manage social media accounts.
Yeah, which is so vague.
Exactly. ChatGPT can help you turn those into quantifiable achievements, things that show the impact you made.
Oh, I love this because it's one thing to say, I did this task, but to say, I did this task and this was the result.
That's what makes you stand out.
Okay, so how do I do it? Give me the magic words.
The article gives a really specific prompt for this. Say you've got that bullet point on your resume, manage social media accounts. You literally copy and paste that into ChatGPT.
Okay.
And then you say, rewrite this as an achievement statement, focusing on quantifiable results and impact.
And then boom, achievement unlocked.
Pretty much. I mean, you might have to tweak it a little, but it gives you a great starting point.
Okay, so let's say I did social media for like a local bakery or something. Give me an example.
Okay, so instead of just saying manage social media accounts, ChatGPT might suggest something like grew social media engagement by 20% in 6 months, leading to a 10% increase in foot traffic to the bakery.
Okay, that's way better because it shows you understand how social media translates to real-world results.
Right. Or it might say something like, developed and implemented a social media content calendar that resulted in a 15% increase in online orders.
It's like ChatGPT has an MBA in impressing hiring managers.
It's finding the gold nuggets in your experience and polishing them up.
I love it. Okay, this is all amazing, but the article doesn't just give you the prompts. It's like they knew we'd be wanting more.
Right. Like, what's the secret sauce?
Yes. And they have a whole section called ChatGPT Whisperer Tips.
Okay, I like it. Whisperer tips? Tell me more.
Like how to get ChatGPT to really work its magic.
Give me the inside secrets.
Okay, so one of the big ones is specificity.
Which makes sense. The more specific you are with what you want.
The better the results.
Exactly.
Like if you ask for directions to just a coffee shop.
Right, you could end up anywhere.
Exactly. Versus an independent coffee shop with outdoor seating that roasts their own beans.
You're going to get a much better recommendation that way.
Yes. And then this one is kind of obvious, but they say it's important to practice. Like, don't expect to be a ChatGPT pro on your first try.
No, it's a learning curve. With anything new, you've got to experiment.
Exactly. Try different prompts, see what works.
Iterate, refine.
Yes. And then this one almost goes without saying, but honesty is the best policy. You're not trying to, trick ChatGPT into creating a fake persona for you.
Oh, right. You're not trying to become someone you're not.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day...
You're the one who has to show up for that interview.
Exactly. With your actual skills.
Yes. And that's something I think is really important to emphasize. AI, it's a tool.
Not a replacement for you.
Exactly. ChatGPT can help you write an amazing resume, but it can't go to that job interview for you.
It can't answer those tough questions.
Exactly. And it definitely can't start your first day on the job for you.
No. So the real magic happens when you take ChatGPT's capabilities.
Combine it with your own experience.
Your judgment, your gut feeling.
Your human touch. That's what makes the difference.
So to wrap this up for our listeners, what's the one thing you hope they take away from all of this?
I think the biggest takeaway is to approach AI with a sense of empowerment. Don't be afraid of it. Use it to your advantage.
I love that.
Use it to refine your message, to clarify your goals.
To put your best self out there.
Exactly.
Love it. And on that note, that's our deep dive into using ChatGPT for resumes.
Until next time.
Happy job hunting, everyone.